First we start, we're going through how to set up the awning basics. First we start with opening these on both sides. And then we use this tool to pull that down and then grab the strap to pull it down. Simple. Pull it down all the way. Now, after that, open it. It should have been better if you're opening it, loosening it before. Now you just slide it out until it comes after this flat pin. So it stops it up there, and we do the same on the other side. So again, loosening it, bring it up, and it just falls into place right behind this gets locked. Now, pulling the handle, and then at the same time pushing it up to the size that, actually in this case music was a bit higher. I'm going to tell you why later. And this side up again as well. Now it's best to have a step, but let's say this is the size we want it to come up. You need to pull this bar to that way and this bar push it that way. That way you make this sit firm. So let's do it, and then tighten it. Doesn't have to go super hard. The reason I said you have to pull that up higher is because when you open the door, you need to make sure the top of the door doesn't hit the canvas, because sometimes you might open the door like this. That one has a roller, but this one doesn't, and it's sharp and it's going to cut the canvas. So always lift it up from there so high that the door doesn't hit the vinyl canvas. Now we want to use the deflappers. The way the deflappers work is, first we remove it from this and opening it until it's got enough gap in the middle so the vinyl can fit through, and push the vinyl as far as you can, and once it's through it, tighten this screw so it holds it tight in place. And once you did that, bring it over the bar and pass this through that gap. Now roll it in a way that this hook, or whatever you call it, gets close to this, and that gives you a lot of room. Too tight. Okay, in my case, this is not enough, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just strap it one more round around the bar, and get a step should have made it much easier, and then put the Velcro back on. Voila! So you do the same for the other end, and when it's windy, it just stops it from flapping. Best is to pull it down when the wind is more than 18 or you hear noises. So now the next step I want to show. So yeah, the next step is how to tie down this side. Some people would like to tie it down from here and go straight down, but I kind of would like to have it 45 degrees angled to this. So I made this hook, loop. What you need to do is to pass it through from here, and then pass everything through this loop. Everything. You adjust it the way you want it to sit, which in my case is to be there, just because I've got that latch here. There. down, and once you bring it down, you can get a feeling of where the peg needs to be nailed down, and you nail it, and then this one goes in and goes all the way. And once it's done, you simply come back up, and once the nail is fully in the ground, you pull this up to tighten it, and it's going to stay in place nice and tight. And really that's it. So for packing it, one more step. Some people, they like to take the leg off the caravan and put it vertical on the ground. So it's easy, you can just lift this and pull the leg out and put it on the ground. Now the catch is, once you put it vertical on the ground, you need to make sure that you put a peg and nail it in the ground as well, because if anything, this thing can easily slide off the ground and the whole awning can fall and hit the ground. That might break things. So yeah, and to pack it is reversing the process. Easy, no worries.